What's happening, everybody? I'm Dr. Thunder. This is Two Dads React. It's me and Tony from God Rules, and we have quite the show for you tonight. Hollyweird. All kind of weird stuff going on. Hollyweird. Some stuff with Jim Carrey. We've got a bunch of other things. We've got some Donald Trump and the jab and supposedly saving 100 million people. We've got all kinds of other weird Hollywood stuff to report, to talk about. And let me thank right here Fun 1111 for becoming a channel member. Much appreciated. Please like the video, like, share, comment, subscribe, become a channel member where you'll get access to all archived videos. Support independent media, super chats enabled, super thanks for the Replay Gang, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Dr. Thunder Music, all one word, spell out the word doctor. Sandwich Gang in the house, shoot me that Cash App if you want to see me. After having had much sustenance from a sandwich. So anyhow, but yeah, we've got a weird one for you today. Hollyweird in effect. Two Dads React. Let's go. Warning. Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. What's happening, Tony? How you doing?
Hey, pretty good. Not bad. Got a few things to talk about today.
Yeah. Hollyweird and
Oh yeah.
all kinds of stuff happening. I mean,
Oh yeah.
we can probably forego the pleasantries and jump right in. Let me just mention a couple folks that came in. Barry, Warren, I'm sorry, my, what is it? Warman, Susan, Roxvold, and 33, no, 23 Michael B. Good to see you all in here. If you drop a comment in the chat, we'll shout you out. And if you'd like us to incorporate your comments into the show, then do that via super chat. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. You want to start, or you want me to start with something?
You could start, man. You could start.
All right. So on the whole Hollyweird sort of theme, let's see here. Is it this one? Yeah, we'll start with it.
It is literally true that Hollywood is the devil's playground, and I
keep seeing girls stitch this video and they're all saying the same thing. Yeah, I used to get invited to these parties too, and like they were super weird and they would do like blood sacrifices, and worst of all, I like saw a room that had children in it. A small room that just had little children in it, and like I don't know what those children were doing there or what people were doing with them. Did you think to call the police? I think it's weird. I'm seeing all these videos of these girls being like, yeah, I was at parties and there were underage small children there. LA's crazy. Call the police. This video's also reassured what I already knew, and it's that I am not LA hot. I've lived in LA for 8 years and I've lived all over the city, including Hollywood. And not once was I invited to those parties. These girls were worshiping the devil, and I was what? Playing air hockey at Barney's Beanery?
Okay. A little weird.
Well, the calling the police would be a good thing to do if you saw that kind of thing.
Maybe that's a good idea. I don't know.
Yeah. But the point is that apparently there's a lot of these videos, and that's what she's saying. There's a lot of these videos around TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
No.
Wondering how many of these are actually true stories. Probably not a lot, but
Yeah, but
maybe there's one or two in there. Who knows? I don't know.
Well, the thing is if they're kind of telling the same story over and over, I mean, it could just be all of a farce, or I don't know, maybe some of this stuff is true. I don't know.
It's hard to know. It's hard to say. I mean, I'm sure stuff like that's happened. I wouldn't doubt it, but like, if everybody's making the same video, it makes me think it's like clickbait almost or something, or maybe one of them saw it. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's silly. Probably clickbait. 36 people watching, only 9 likes. 45 people watching, only 9 likes. Please like the video. Like the video. Most important thing you can do. I got one more. Let me give you another one. Let's see here. Okay. Actually, let me save that one. I want to start. I'm gonna start with that one. Let's do another one over here. Okay, let's go with this one. Here we go.
Hollywood is darker than you think.
Does the devil walk amongst us?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Everywhere, especially in Hollywood.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into it. Man, what's going on in Hollywood?
Lots of weird.
Get into it. Man. I mean, do we think the devil lives there?
I think the devil lives within a lot of people that live in Los Angeles specifically.
Don't you live in Hollywood?
I do, and I want to get the F out of there ASAP.
Okay. Look. Now we understand. The devil won't let me.
Yeah.
The devil won't set me free.
Literally, I'm trapped.
It's the mark of the beast. Hey, would you take the mark if you could have your cell phone inside your body?
No.
Never have to call. Take the mark.
for a Grammy.
I'd like to first of all thank the devil.
What?
Don't
What
forget
were
to
they
like
saying?
and follow
I couldn't even-
and stay weird.
What were they saying? I couldn't even understand it.
Okay,
I
here,
just
let's
kept
start
hearing
about.
like I just kept hearing them say the devil and laughing. I'm like, what are they talking about? I couldn't even understand it.
Let's see here.
I'm trapped.
It's the mark of the beast.
Los
Oh,
Angeles
yeah.
specifically.
No, I understood.
Do you live in
I understood what she
I
said.
Huh?
I understood what she said. I just didn't understand what the guy was saying after her to the other girl, the second girl.
Okay, right.
I didn't
Okay,
understand. He said something
let's
about
start
the
about
mark
here.
and then like putting a phone on your arm or something. I didn't understand that, but
I'd like to first of all thank the devil.
Don't forget.
Yeah, well, they're just making fun of it.
oh, they're making fun of the mark or something like
Well,
that,
no, they're just making fun.
or,
Of
or
it.
something like that. I
General
didn't understand.
making fun of.
Okay.
Basically teasing her because she said something about the devil. Oh, what the heck?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, I don't think you should be really joking about the mark, but I understand it. You can make jokes about the devil and stuff. I mean, but yeah,
Dude,
I understand.
they turned off my super chat for this video.
Really?
I've never
Seriously?
had this
Super
happen.
chats?
Not for a live video. They let it ride
Because
for
you're
the
talking about the
live.
devil?
Huh?
I think they're
Well, I
trying
don't
to
know.
tell you
I don't think it's
must take
about
the.
that. Yeah,
I'm just
I
messing.
don't think it's about that, but it's
You
just
must
like,
take
dude,
the mark to have super chats now. Apparently, I don't know.
you
I'm just
jive
joking.
turkeys. I didn't even say I didn't even say anything. Look, what even happened? I don't
You
understand.
said Hollywood and devil in the same sentence. That's the problem, man. You shouldn't have said Hollywood and devil. Don't you know that Hollywood and the devil don't go together? Come on, man.
Wait a minute. I don't know what happened. It remains fully playable. I don't know what they did. They NWO's kind of trying to get me.
NWO,
Yeah.
the wrestling team is trying to get you again, man. Hulk Hogan.
Hey folks, if you want to support, hey folks, if you
So,
want to
no, did they
support
actually
the
drop?
video, if you want to support the video, then do it via Cash App. Dr. Thunder Music, all one word. Spell out the word doctor.
Bro, show
Just
my
do it that
screen
way.
share right now. I want to show you something on my screen share. Actually, I'm wondering
All
if
right,
it's
here
the
we
same
go.
on
Here
Google.
we go.
Oh, look at the screen share. I mean, I literally just typed in something about Jim Carrey. And so we're not saying anything about the Illuminati or any of that BS, right? But what's the top video showing when you do a search on Jim Carrey? It literally has it on the freaking thumbnail. We're not even talking about that. It's just hilarious to me. Like, you can be like the most wholesome dude on YouTube, and they like still, if they just don't like you for some reason, they'll do that kind of stuff. Like, let's see if I do the same search. Maybe if I do the other top title, what happened to Jim Carrey? Let's see what that does. If it's the same thing or not. No, it doesn't show it. Oh, it shows it on the other. It shows on the one search engine, but it's from YouTube. It's an actual YouTube. It's a YouTube video, right? It's a YouTube video. It's got literally the Illuminati written right on the thumbnail. They're clearly promoting that, right? But for some reason, we can't just talk about what he actually said. He said he was possessed by a spirit for 4 months. Claimed it was the spirit of a deceased comedian. Was it Andy Kaufman or something like that?
Oh,
When he
okay.
made the
Yeah.
movie Man on the Moon. Yeah, but I mean, it's just kind of funny to me that, supposedly this is what they were canceling everybody about over on YouTube, yet they promote it to the front on a search on YouTube. I thought this stuff was no good. all they did was type in what happened to Jim Carrey and just choose who they want to promote, who they don't want to promote. It's like completely up to the whims of whatever person works at YouTube. It has nothing to do with the standard, has nothing to do with if you're actually doing the right thing or the wrong thing. They just promote one person and they reject another one. And I've seen them do it on a lot of channels. I've seen them do it to channels that don't even talk about anything controversial. They'll just like completely destroy a channel that had nothing controversial on it at all, just because someone at YouTube didn't like the person. But then if you have a person that's a friend with somebody at YouTube, they can talk about all the stuff all day long and get away with it. So to me, it's like a completely fake double standard. There's no real actual standard that they follow where they actually enforce rules that make sense. It's just whoever they choose, whatever person they like, they'll promote. And they could be saying the most ridiculous stuff in the world and they'll let them get away with it. So that's just kind of my opinion on the whole topic. But them turning off your super chats is kind of ridiculous because they'll let other stuff that's way worse, stay up on YouTube. So
yeah. Hey, can other people verify if the super chat is actually turned off? Because on my channel, I can still see in my window, I can still see the super chat. Can other folks check to see if the super chat button is missing?
Oh, I can check.
Well,
I didn't even look.
That's cool. Just
if
folks can check and just comment about it in the chat, that'll be great. All right. What else you got?
It's got money. Is it the money thing here?
Oh, she said she says it actually is there. She just said that the super chat is there for her.
Oh, that's good news. Well, that's
okay.
Good news.
He says it's up on him too.
It just really, I've gotten.
Okay, it's still
I just
there.
really don't
okay.
like the, that's good. That's good news. But I mean, it's just really ridiculous how some people get promoted on YouTube and then others don't. And they're like talking about the same thing. It's just like they choose whoever they like for some reason,
Okay, so what happened? What happened was they put it on limited and there was no super chat function. And I protested it. I asked them to review it and then they just turned it back on. So that's what happened.
That's what I'm saying. It's like someone don't like whatever you might have. Like I saw this guy who played Apex Legends. It's a video game. He made one video and he said something someone didn't like at YouTube. They shadow banned his channel. And all he does is talk about video games all day. That's all he talks about. And that's the kind of garbage they do at YouTube. They'll like literally shadow ban someone who has nothing bad on his channel just because someone didn't like something he said one day. That's what I've seen. That's my personal experience. And I've seen other channels that say terrible stuff all day long and they get tons of views. I've seen ones that get hundreds of thousands of views every day on every video. And they're saying just the most ridiculous conspiracies. YouTube lets them do it. But then other people, if they try to do it, they get completely, it's all completely up to the whims of whoever's running it. That's my
all
opinion,
right. Thank you, folks. And I have a couple people that actually super chatted. This one, I'm not going to read that. What it says on the screen, I'm not going to read it. But thank you for that $2 support. And then, the 5, what is it? Is that euros? Maybe it's €5. Manic Monday works for me. Thank you. Thank you very much for the support, folks. Okay. So.
All right, cool, man. Let's get on with the video, I guess, or live stream.
Okay, let's go.
We're just like complaining and stuff. I'm complaining. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be doing that.
All right.
So what do you want to talk about? Maybe you got some video to show? Yeah, you can do some stuff.
Yeah. Let me get something here. Well, not that one. We're not going to do that one yet.
We'll talk about the Jim Carrey thing in a little bit here. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, though.
Okay. Now I'm going to apologize about this. There's some sort of crude talk in this video, but still on the Hollyweird thing. Here we go.
Oh, Simply Nessa.
I think she's telling the truth, though.
I do think she's telling the truth.
Whoa.
What do people have to lose when they do that? Like, she's literally saying, like, the thing she saw, like, the weird Hollywood parties, like, she can't go into detail either. She was like, these people, like, they could literally come after you. But what was she alluding to? How girls used to, like, you know how I tell you girls get shit on to go to Dubai? Like, she was like saying these girls who post these lifestyles that you're wanting so badly with the Chanel and traveling to Bali and on private jets. Like, I've walked in on, like, them getting shit in their mouth by multiple men, like, for this money. It's not all glitz and glam. It's not all you think that it is.
What? What? Oh my goodness gracious.
Yep.
Is she being literal or is she being figurative here, folks?
Oh, she's being literal. She's being literal. And
why would anybody want to do that? It's just so just disgusting. On top of
it is disgusting, but they pay them to do that. It's money.
But that's like,
thank you, Barry.
Like, what kind of person's into that? What kind of person's into that? Someone clearly that shouldn't have that power in the first place, or money. You know what I mean?
Well, but that doesn't matter. Have you heard about this? Have you heard about the Dubai stuff, the porta potty stuff?
No.
Like okay, so this is basically what's happening. A lot of these IG models, they're getting flown out to Dubai. They call it Dubai. Okay, listen.
Where do you
look,
find
I'm
this
not
stuff,
joking.
man?
It's hard to say. Look, it's hard to say this with a straight face, but they call it Dubai because they fly these girls out, these Instagram models out there, and for these rich oil sheiks to take a dump on them. They pay them. Listen, they're gross. They have more money than God. So the debauchery.
Nothing better to do with their time than think of stupid stuff.
Listen,
they have nothing better to do with their time than this. Seriously,
the debauchery is on 9,000. Okay, so basically, it keeps getting worse and worse and more ridiculous to where now they got to fly girls in so they can take a dump on them so that they can get off or whatever. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening. A lot of these Instagram models, they're talking about all of this traveling and all of this stuff that they're doing, and you see them on boats and they have all these pictures and stuff. And they're not just getting on those boats and things just for fun. They're getting on there. Goodness. They're getting on there because they're doing something to get on there. It's not just out of the goodness of the heart of the people there. Okay,
but where do you come up with that kind of moral standard? It's just beyond.
There is no standard. There is no standard.
It's just dark. It's just evil, man. It's just weird.
Y'all are coming in with a lot of super chats today. Thank you very much for that support. What is it? Those in power must be debased to be controlled. Okay, and then let's see this. Man. This one. This is just a. What was it? How's it going? The super sticker there. Thank you very much for that. Yeah. So, but that's what's going on. That's what's going on. And so that's actually what she's talking about. Now, what she's saying though, she's saying they're not just doing it in Dubai. She's saying that in Hollywood, at some of these weird parties, that they're making basically as the cost this is the cost of admission. This is so that we can control you when you become big.
That's like messed up, dude.
Yeah, so we can control you, and we could be videoing and stuff.
There should be some rule, like if you're this debased, you shouldn't even be allowed to have money and power. If you're going to be this disgusting and debased, you should just be automatically disqualified to even have any of that stuff. But of course, that's not what happens, of course. I mean, we know about islands, we know about all these weird stuff, right? I'm sure there's a lot more dark things going on than even that. But now you're telling me about Dubai, which is sound like something I wish I didn't even hear about. But apparently, the world's even more crazy than I thought. So learn a new thing every day.
This stuff, and like I keep telling you, man, we're on the descent to the end, and it's only down from here. And Dubai is real, and apparently Hollywood is also real. Okay. I'm sorry, man. This is
So doo-doo's okay, but Satan's not, right? Like, so the whole Satan thing in Hollywood, that's too bad. You can't talk about that, but doo-doo in Dubai is okay, right?
Well, they don't really
Whatever
want you
the
to
standard is,
know.
you don't know the standard. You just whatever the whim of whoever's running things, right? So
Well, they don't really want you to know that they're, participating in this debauchery. That it's not front lines. It's not like headline news, but they
it gives
do
you
it.
new understanding of the word debauchery. Yeah, debauchery means something more. It means more now to me. So
Right. It includes human excrement, I guess. Sorry.
apparently.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. I'm really sorry. All right, let's get you going, man.
Okay, I don't know. So I was going to talk about this weird story from Jim Carrey. So he said he was going to stop acting a few days ago. What happened to Jim Carrey? Here's what he's been up to. Jim Carrey has been one of the most beloved stars in Hollywood, but it looks like he's ready to hang up the hat. And what was really weird about this is after this, around the same time that this story came out, where it says he might retire from acting sooner than expected, claiming he wants to get out before he slaps someone. So apparently he's very upset about things going on in movies. And then another story comes out at pretty much the exact same time, where he talks about working on a movie where he loses control for 4 months, possessed by a ghost. Apparently, he claims it was of a deceased comedian, Andy Kaufman, which I highly doubt that's who it was. It's probably something else, obviously, but maybe a demon. I don't know. Maybe he's whatever. It's something weird, obviously. I don't think it's Andy Kaufman possessing Jim Carrey, for 4 months. That just is weird. But he claims that's what happened, and he lost control for 4 months. Maybe this is the real reason he wants to get out of Hollywood, because it's so messed up. I don't know. But why would you tell a story like that, unless really something happened? So clearly something happened to him for 4 months, like he lost his mind or whatever, lost control. I kind of doubt it was a comedian that took control of him, though. But what do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's obviously some sort of, it's either a mental breakdown or demonic, demonic possession. I mean, what other options are there? I mean,
Well, it could
because
be demonic oppression too. It could be that, where it's just messing with his head and stuff. And well, he said he lost control, so
well,
that sounds like
okay, so
possession.
what I'm
Actually,
saying,
but,
so I'm putting
yeah,
those in the same category, by the way, possession and
yeah,
oppression. I'm putting that. I'm
yeah.
saying it's either demonic or it's some sort of mental thing.
Mental.
So if it's
Maybe
a
he took some
mental thing,
drugs too. It could be drugs or something, right? I
well,
mean,
and then I'd
maybe.
argue that could be he could be flipping out from drugs, but that still would be, he's hallucinating and there's something mentally wrong,
Right.
as opposed to
Yeah,
something's
yeah,
really happening to him, you know but it's
yeah.
just like some demonic spiritual stuff. So but the thing is that his willingness to actually say this happened, that to me, that says to me that something really happened to him, because you look crazy for saying stuff like that. So it must have, I don't know, something must have happened to him, because you look crazy if you say that this happened. So why would you say that if something didn't actually happen to you? You see what I'm saying?
Right. And then he also said it at the time. Yeah, yeah. He said he wanted to retire at around the same time, so maybe now is the time he wanted to take the story out, because he's maybe really upset about something. I don't know. He said he was very upset about people. What was it, like manipulating people, or what was it? Oh, okay. He claimed it was violence in this article, where he was really upset about this movie Kick-Ass 2, violence or something. And then, but I really don't believe that. That doesn't make sense. Like, okay, you're against violence, all right. I mean, I guess that's possible, but uh, why would you put out this other story about being possessed for 4 months, like at the exact same time you're retiring? That's just weird, unless you're trying to say something else. Like maybe there's something in Hollywood he doesn't like. He wants to get away from it. Some evil there, you know what I mean? And what's really weird about it is this is around the exact same time that Hollywood is on strike. And what's really amazing about that, I kind of feel like this is divine intervention with this Hollywood strike, because that movie Sound of Freedom, that went viral at the exact same time the Hollywood strike happened. Right when that movie went viral, it's like Hollywood shut down. And it was like that movie, they didn't want to promote it at all. They wanted us to bury that movie. They buried it for 5 years. Disney didn't want to promote it. No one wanted to promote it. And then finally it was able to get out the door. And that's when Hollywood shut down, exact same time. So it's almost like something weird's going on there, like something spiritual, you know what I mean? It's like they're being exposed for what they were doing. I'm not saying Hollywood was doing that, but clearly some rich people like these Dubai doo-doo guys, whoever, someone was doing this stuff. That was in that movie,
so check
right?
it out.
Sound,
Check
Freedom.
it out. Check it out real quick. So 2 things. We had 70 people in here, but we only had 39 likes. The like is the most important thing that you can do. You got to like the video. I mean, if you're watching, please donate a like. And also, let's take a look at this super chat. Barry Warman saying, as Dave Chappelle said in the R. Kelly parody, your body is a porta potty. I don't know if you know about that. Work hard for the
No.
money. One-ish sandwich at a time. There you go.
You know, not a doo-doo sandwich.
No, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
Oh, okay, that's what he's saying. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's saying one-ish
Okay,
sandwich at a time. I just didn't want to say the word.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and then also he well, here you keep going for a second here. I'm going to find something.
All right. Well, okay, so he was talking about method acting, which of course people have talked about before, as they're claiming to really get into a character, but that doesn't really explain how you would lose control for 4 months. That's just very bizarre. It was for the movie Man on the Moon. I didn't actually see that movie, but it's just really. This is the first time I've ever heard of a Hollywood actor saying that they literally got possessed for 4 months. Have you ever seen an actor say that? I've never seen one say that, I don't think. That's like not normal, okay?
Well, of course, no, it's definitely not normal.
And honestly, I really think this might be the biggest reason why he quit.
So this is Chappelle right here. This is from his his series, that comedy sketch series he had, the Chappelle Show.
Oh,
and this is one of it's like he's R. Kelly, and
so he knew all about this stuff too, obviously.
Look, the thing is that this stuff is not new. The point I'm making is that it's not new, and all this stuff about like people peeing on each other and dumping on each other. I don't know what's wrong with people, man. I don't know why that would ever be something you'd want to do. I just can't get it. Either for the person getting dumped on or for the person dumping. I just don't know what was going
on. We knew what was going on in the 90s, man. I remember that TV show In Living Color, and Jim Carrey was in Living Color, but I remember the the Wine and Twin, or how do they call themselves, the Wine and Twins or something? Do you remember their names? The guys that were on there? I was at the Twins, whatever they were called. Those guys, they were like saying some really interesting stuff back then that like just today we're starting to see it come to fruition. I remember them having guys on like a show. It was like a bunch of feminists, and a guy was on there, was like, oh yeah, I agree with you and everything, and he was just trying to get with them all, right? And that was like in the 90s, man, and they like knew about it, and now we're seeing today people doing this all left and right.
Okay, so you do know what a golden shower is, right? You know what a golden shower is, okay. Tony? Okay.
Is this I didn't know this was the topic of the video. I thought the topic was Jim Carrey, not
I'm sorry, man. It went there. It went there. I was just trying to, I was just trying to let you know, you're a dad. You want to, steer your kids away from this stuff,
I'm
right?
like, bro, I'm like the most milk toast, boring dude ever in the world when it comes to this stuff. I guess I don't know. I'm not into this weird stuff. Okay, I'm really not. I don't know how you can get
Hey,
into
it's
that. So
Hollyweird though. Hollyweird. That's pretty weird.
yeah, I
Okay,
guess
okay.
if you're that far gone and that's what gets you going, there's something wrong, bro. You've
Oh
just
yeah,
been way
something
into
really
it.
wrong. They have too much. Look. People that get to that point, they're so depraved. It's like they have to do crazier and crazier stuff to just feel like a little bit of something. It's it.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, man. I can't go there. So anyhow, let's see
Okay.
here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, I got this one here. Let's see what we're talking about here.
Something really fucking strange is happening in Hollywood right now. A few months ago, I made a video talking about how Simon Cowell's reappearance was quite strange, and about how many people truly believe that the man who returned was not Simon Cowell. Similarly, in recent events, people are claiming that the person in this video is not Britney Spears. In fact, if you pause the video on the frame right before her hand passes by her face, you can clearly see that there's a filter being placed on Britney Spears' face, and it goes away for only a split moment. And the most recent event of all, Jamie Foxx was unseen or heard from for quite some time, only to reappear in this video apologizing to his fans, claiming that he had a mysterious medical emergency which he would not identify.
I went to hell and back, and my road to recovery had some potholes as well.
And people are already saying that this person who returned is not Jamie Foxx.
I ain't no conspiracist. That ain't Jamie.
I am merely sharing public opinion. The opinions expressed in this video are just that. What do you guys think is going on? Let me know in the comments below.
Hey man, you wanted Hollyweird? You wanted Hollyweird?
Simon Cowell, right? That's his name. He looks way different. I don't know what's going on there. Lots of plastic surgery or something, man. He looks way different.
Yeah.
It looks like a caricature of him even. It doesn't even look like a real person at this point. I mean, is this like a Michael Jackson going too far with the surgery, or is this like just a different person? I don't know which one it is, but I don't know which one it is,
No,
man.
it looks crazy. It looks crazy. I don't know what
He looks a lot. I didn't realize he looked that different. He looks a lot different. He looks really different.
Yeah.
And I think Jamie Foxx looks a little different too. I guess
he
maybe
looks
it's
way
just. I
different.
was thinking it was just a light. It looked like I thought it was the lighting or something because he's in a weird room. Like I don't know. I guess it does look a lot different.
His hairline is different. His face shape looks different. His complexion is way lighter. Now if he was going through like a real serious health scare, that could happen. And of course he's probably not in the
That's
sunlight
what I'm thinking.
and stuff.
No, I mean like that. I mean, if you have a really serious health scare, I guess it can really make you look different a little bit for a while. But I think you should go back to normal eventually, right?
I don't know. Whatever's going on, that whole thing is like super mysterious. And then what's also mysterious about the Jamie Foxx thing is that like even like the way that they were like making these like fake messages, like he was, when he was still supposedly like bedridden and like couldn't talk and stuff, they were playing like old videos or clips of him saying certain things to make it seem like he was saying it now.
Oh, I've seen that.
Those
Stuff.
videos.
I've seen the media do that with even war. Like with Crane. I've seen them actually play old clips from like other wars and stuff in the news, and it's like, why are you doing that? Why don't you just play something from the actual thing? And they'll like use they even used a clip from a video game. It was like a really realistic video game, and they actually used it. I'm like, why are they doing that? They can't just go get some real clips. They just pull up stuff from like 10 years ago and like a video game and stuff and use it. And like, this is real fighting. And it's not, it's like a video game or something. It's like, what are you doing? Right. So I think they do that sometimes, maybe because they're just trying to be lazy and they don't want to like, or maybe they're just trying to fill in the gaps. In the case of Jamie Foxx, so it's like they want you to just believe everything's fine, so they're just pulling up these old clips. So it's kind of weird, you know. It makes you wonder what's going on. Obviously, it makes you.
But what do you think
Are
of
they
this?
trying to trick you?
So,
Or
what do you think about this? Cloning, or at least finding like
yeah.
people that look similar or something.
Did you see the alien bodies over in Mexico? Did you see that? The government. So, like I said, we live in a twilight zone, man. They literally brought some mummified aliens to like the Mexican government house, like Congress or whatever, and we're showing them off. Did you see that?
No, I didn't
Like,
see
what
that.
the hell is that? Like, what the hell's going on, dude? They're like bringing out these mummified alien bodies that are like thousands of years old or something. I didn't think it looked real, but the cloning thing, I don't know about all that. I mean, just people used to make videos about that. Honestly, they don't need to do that. All you need is a body double. It's just like, you know, you have a body double for a dictator, you got a body double for the president, you got a body double for this guy, that guy. Hollywood actors probably got body doubles. And of
Right.
course, if the guy's really sick and still in the hospital, they'll pull out some fake dude as a body double to make a message or something. I guess that could be it. But I don't know about all this cloning. Like, you know, I don't know about that. But there's people that believe that. And I'm not saying that it's not true. I mean, it's possible, I guess. Who knows? But I mean, it's just like a complete, you know, we don't have any evidence. I don't have any evidence of it. Do you got some evidence of it?
I don't know that I have evidence of it, but it's a
I don't know, man.
yeah.
I mean, you just need a body double. They have like 5 body doubles probably for Kim Jong-un, man. I mean, you know what I mean?
Right.
And they're usually, I've seen them too, because they look a little fatter or they're like their neck's thicker or something. It's a little bit different guy, you know what I mean? Just like that Jamie Foxx. It's not a clone. It looks like just like a body double guy, you know what I mean? Maybe that's probably what it is. I think even Biden has one. I'm sure he does. I've seen pictures of different guys. They look pretty significantly different that are recent. And it looks like it's a different person, you know? So I'm sure he's probably even got one.
All right. So
I don't know about Trump. I don't know about Trump though. I don't know if they can make a body double of him, but he's kind of got a unique look.
yeah,
So.
he'd be pretty orange. Okay, so here let's hey, no, you can tell he's oranger in that one. He's oranger in that
Yeah,
picture.
it's not orange enough. It's not orange. Yeah, we're gonna play something about Trump anyways, because I'm really not very happy with something he's been doing of recent. You want to play that really quick? Or?
Sure. Where do
He's
you want me to
I
start?
mean, look. I mean, the whole thing is it's been 2 or 3 years since the pandemic, and the dude's still saying he saved hundreds of millions of people, which is like, what are you talking about, dude? You did not save hundreds of millions of people. How did you save hundreds of millions of people there? He's still saying it. Like everybody's like what in the world? Like no one believes it. He just keeps saying it anyways. His own entire base probably doesn't even believe it. Like there's probably not even one person in his entire base that believes what he says on that one topic, one point. Maybe there's like 1% or 5% or something. I just, you know, I don't know why he keeps saying it. And it's really making me mad, dude. I'm really sick of hearing him saying it. It just like, I don't actually like, I'm starting to get to the point where I don't like him anymore at all. But I'm wondering what you think. We can play a little bit of it. Let's play where he says it. I'm trying to think where it's at. Maybe we can look at Ray when it starts the interview part, which I think just play from the beginning, man. I think he plays some good stuff at the beginning.
Not only did you not fire Fauci, who is loathed by many, millions of Republicans in particular, but also some Democrats.
By the way,
you made him a star. You made him a star. This is the criticism of you, that you made him the face of the White House coronavirus task
You think so?
force, that he was out at every presser, that he was running herd for the administration on COVID, and that you actually gave him a presidential commendation before you left office. Wouldn't you like a do-over on that?
I don't know who gave him the commendation. I really don't know who gave him the commendation.
Hey, what's up, folks? So Megyn Kelly gave a pretty solid interview to President Trump and pushed back on a lot of the stuff his supporters care about.
I also got the robes and the leather and the rubber and all of the different things, the ventilators. We did a tremendous job.
Giving Dr. Fauci an award, a presidential commendation, vaccine injuries, and much more.
There are Democrats that say, why aren't you talking about that? It's one of they really believe strongly. One said, you say, and this is very smart people, They said, you saved 100 million people worldwide. In 1917,
We're going to listen to and react to some clips and include Ron DeSantis' response, in which he calls Trump pathetic for pretending like he doesn't know about the presidential commendation he gave Fauci.
And he said, like, what was that? Was that the immaculate commendation that just happened to happen? It said Donald Trump awards Fauci this commendation. So I thought it was really pathetic to sit there and listen to that drivel.
Hopefully you enjoyed the show, folks. Dream Rare Podcast starts now. It's the Dream Rare Podcast.
Okay, is that enough?
Yeah, that's pretty good, I guess. That pretty much sums it up right there, dude. Because he's still saying the same thing as like he said 2 years ago, and there's people still defending him. I'm like, why are you defending this? This is just such BS. Like, why does he keep saying this? Somebody's got to call him out on it. He just completely keeps saying he saved 100 million people. He just keeps doubling down, tripling down.
Here's the thing, and I talk about this all the time. I'm not a tribalist. Okay. I believe that tribalism is not necessarily bad. I think there are good aspects of tribalism. And I think that certain communities have figured out how to sort of stick together and then basically use internal synergy. And then they're able to, accomplish more things faster. And so that aspect of tribalism, I think, is good and is fine. Tribalistic, when I say that, I mean basically no matter what somebody does that's on your team, you can't see anything that they've done that's wrong. Like you won't criticize anything that they say. Because if you do that, then that means that you must be for the other team, right?
Or you explain it away somehow with some weird theory or something.
And it's all like you're not allowed to question stuff. You're not allowed to point out that there's like obvious issues, obvious problems with stuff that people are saying. Because if you say that, like I said, then it's like you're part of the other team. And that's why I said I'm not tribalistic. So I can actually eat the meat and spit out the bone. I can not throw out the baby with the bathwater. Those are things that I'm able to do, and it's okay. I can acknowledge that somebody is right about something, and they can also be wrong about something at the same time. So that freaking team player crap, that's what I think that screws a lot of people up. And that's why they would ignore something like this guy is obviously, he's obviously full of crap, with respect to talking.
He's just lying to people. He's been caught in many lies, right? He's been caught in many lies now. And that's the thing I have the problem with the guy is he lies and no one holds his feet to the fire. They just, basically worship him and oh, why are you not like he'll go on Tucker Carlson and just like Tucker Carlson just throws him softballs and shit. I'm just like, it really makes me mad that people won't hold his feet to the fire because he's one of those people that will just do whatever he wants. He's kind of arrogant, right? So, and a lot of people like the fact he was arrogant because he would just say whatever he wanted to. But now it's to the point where he just doesn't care. Like he's got his own thing going on now. I feel like he has some rich friends that he's trying to help out and promote, perhaps in the pharmaceutical realm. I don't know, but he has friends and he's willing to compromise for the money. I feel like he just compromised for the money. So he's not really he's not on our team. He's just on his team. He's got his money thing going. He's got his friends. You know what I mean?
Well, the
like
thing,
you're gonna be like, he'll do something for you if there's nothing else in the way, like kind of thing like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One thing about him, I have to give him credit for. Now, this is a minus and a plus. He does seem to be like a narcissist. He does seem like if you say positive stuff to him about him, then it's like no matter who you are, it's like he'll in what how many skeletons in your closet, how problematic it would be for him to be seen with you. It's like he'll forego any sort of wisdom associated with optics, and he'll just go and like hang with you and like do something for you just because you say something positive about him. It's like he's easily manipulated by compliments, right? So
Right. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
now I'll say that's good and bad, right? It's in one sense, it's good to see that if you do something for this guy, he feels like he needs to reciprocate. That's actually not a bad thing. But it can be used against him because depending on who it is that's saying the positive thing, then that can create all kinds of issues and bad optics, you know. So
Stroking his ego, like they could stroke his ego and get him to like if someone strokes his ego,
right.
and then get some money involved as well, because he loves money, he loves business, and he stroked his ego. They could have ulterior motives or whatever, and he'll be able to be manipulated by those people, which I feel is what happened with that whole topic with 100 million saved bullshit. You keep saying all the time.
Right.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's no different. I feel like he's not much different than the average politician at this point. I mean, he might be a little bit better in some respects, but I honestly, it's not good enough. Not even close. You know what I mean? Not even close.
Well,
So,
I would put it this way. I thought that his policies were much better for the black community in particular. His policies were better than Obama's policies, and definitely better than Biden's policies for black community.
well, I mean, yeah, I agree with that. I understand
So
that.
I would
But
argue. I would argue that.
concern is lockdowns and being closed and all this stuff, because that actually is the reason why you have all the problems with inflation now, is because of all the closures and all this stuff. And my concern is if he gets back in, will he be like getting his ego rubbed by a bunch of rich people in the pharmacies to get things closed down again, which will just destroy the economy even more and make it even worse.
I don't think that he would do that. I
You don't
mean,
think so?
it's possible. Maybe if somebody gives him just the right compliment. I mean, that's
Well,
why.
I mean, if something worse comes out than the whole 2020
Yeah.
COVID, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? See what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
That's my concern. But obviously, I think he's better than the current guy in there. And it doesn't take much to be better than that guy. I mean, you could put a random animal in and it'd be better, or something, you know, monkey or whatever. Do better than Biden. But
not that great.
Yeah, Biden's terrible.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. So
honestly, you could have no president probably be better than Biden.
All right,
So,
I got a couple short. Well, this one's short, and then the next one is longer. But here, check this out. We were talking about Hollyweird, right? We're talking about like people being able to look like other people and all of that. Look at this.
oh wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah, so
That's pretty.
they have these really realistic looking things. Have you seen these videos where a woman, she'll be like peeling like this rubber stuff off of her face, and it's like this really elaborate makeup that they have now, which it totally all peels off. It's like a full skin.
Wow.
And
I think I've seen something like that. Yeah, I think
that
so.
stuff, man, that stuff is freaking. That's scary to me. All of that stuff is scary because.
Well, they got also those like you were saying with that showed on the Britney Spears, that has like some sort of app or something you can change how you look in real time. And now they also have AI. AI can, you know, mimic a person.
Right.
You got like lots of crazy stuff like that now. So yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's check this out.
Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of their fucking club. That pisses them off. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what? Who? Come on, man, stop playing. So, ever since I put out the contract with Black America, you know they've been fucking with me. Here and there, this and that. But it's cool, you know. I expect that. You know, I've been working with, on the big three for a long time. And you know how they've been fucking with me with that. I done made it, plain, simple, and clear what they've been doing. The NBA been fucking with us. Now, a lot of people might say, like, well, but Cube, you want to work with the NBA. Really, I don't give a fuck about working with the NBA. What I want them to do, when I say work with us, is to stop working against us. Stop doing that bullshit behind the scenes that we know you're doing. Mainstream media, they ain't fucking with us. And that's cool. We can do it ourselves, you know what I'm saying? We still on the rise without these motherfuckers. So we don't need them, you don't need them. So
swears a little bit.
What am I gonna do to deal with these motherfucking gatekeepers? Well, what I'm gonna do is go on a Fuck the Gatekeepers podcast tour. And I'm gonna go talk to everybody, and get a chance to get my message out to the people. Be able to let people hear from me, and you might agree, you might not, but the important thing is, for me to go on these platforms, say what I feel about what I think. And, some people may get pissed off because I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm not playing. And it's gonna be a crazy summer. It's gonna be fun. Appreciate y'all. Always support the big three. Hopefully I'm doing stuff that you guys dig. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for people that's bored as fuck in the summer with summer sports and want something cool like the big three. So here we are. Appreciate you. Much love, much respect from your homeboy Ice Cube. Remember that.
All right. So this is an older video. It was from before the summer, but remember he went on with Tucker Carlson, right? That was part of that interview tour.
Yeah, I don't watch Tucker, but only once in a rare while. But yeah, I didn't know he was on there.
Yeah, so he was on with Tucker, and that was a really good interview. It was a good conversation, and he, I have a lot of respect for Ice Cube, more than I did,
because he likes to work. Yeah, he likes to work with everybody. He's trying to just get things done,
That's the case, and he spent his own money to develop this contract with Black America, which he tried to get the Biden folks to take seriously, but they wouldn't deal with him. And before that election, he offered to meet with whoever, and that included the Biden folks, and it also included Trump's folks. Trump's folks met with him, and they incorporated his plan into what they called the Platinum Plan. Okay, that was part of their actual presidential platform. Biden's folks, they still haven't taken this cat serious. But what they do to Ice Cube is they basically just heckle him. and they try to act like he's some sort of clown, and he's some sort of Uncle Tom or something. And they're even trying to say that the cat is like a Republican and all this kind of stuff. No, he was not a Republican.
well,
In fact, most of his voting history was voted for Democrats. But they do that same strategy.
Right. They did that. And I think that's what they did to Bill Cosby. I mean, even if he did do some of the things that he ended up getting caught, with all the women and stuff, the fact is, I think probably a lot of them were lying. I did videos on that a long time ago, but they did that to him because he was trying to buy his own network. He was trying to have his own network, black sort of network or something like that.
Right.
And that was right around the time he started doing that. That's when all of a sudden he got exposed, right? With all the 20 women or whatever it was. And most of them were actually not really, he didn't even do anything to them, because I actually went through and like analyzed every single one of them. And there's only like a few that were actually legitimate. Like one was like someone grabbed their, butt or something like that, just stuff like that, But they were like all included as like he did something to all 20 of them, right? And the one that said that he grabbed her, like she didn't even have any proof. She just turned around and thought he did it. It was just something stupid like that, And one of them was his girlfriend for like 3 months, and then she claimed that he did something to her while she was his girlfriend, which makes no sense. But I mean, so there's like a lot of ridiculous stuff that was claimed back then, and it just was to destroy his entire character as the father. What was it like? They used to look at him like the father of America or something like that.
Yeah,
I
well,
can't remember the dad of America's dad, or whatever they called him. The Jello guy. I mean, Bill Cosby. He had the Cosby Show.
Yeah. Well,
right?
Yes. Now let me tell you, this whole what were we saying? So you want to talk about buying a network? Hollywood has been at the center of all of these despicable and negative images of black men and of black people in general, and of black men in particular. It's been at the forefront of that. And one of the ways that they do this is, if you look at BET, I don't know if you, I can't even watch it. But BET,
I don't watch anything.
But the program,
I don't even have a TV. I don't even have cable, man. I have no cable. I just have a Roku, and I don't even watch that hardly. So,
yeah, well, I think the production value has gotten better over the last, we'll say, 5 years or so, but the messaging is just as terrible. All of the same stereotypical, bogus images of black people, and the ratchet thought, culture stuff. All of that stuff is still at the forefront. Strong, independent, don't need no man. All of that messaging is right at the forefront, just like it usually was. And I don't know if you knew this, but BET was on the was up for sale, I guess, and there was like 3 or 4 contenders to buy it. And Tyler Perry was one of them. He wanted to buy it, and apparently they were trying to overcharge for it, right? And I guess there were of the 4 people or something that wanted to buy it, they were all like black owners, black folks that were looking to buy it so that it could at least be black owned. People don't realize this, but BET is not black owned. So all of these images and stuff that all of these images that they're pumping out about black folks are not being done. So,
well, let's just, I mean, consider the fact it's pretty much across the board every race at this point. Because I mean, look at what they do. They just want to destroy the family. I mean, it's pretty much what it is, and make men look bad and all this kind of stuff. It's pretty much everywhere at this point.
It has gotten significantly worse in other communities. But I mean, but by far,
I know what you mean. I mean, they were really focused on destroying the black man, the black image, especially like Bill Cosby was like the family man. That was sort of like the guy on the pedestal, like, hey, this is a family man, this is a good guy. And then they wanted to destroy that complete image. They wanted to destroy that image when he wanted to buy a network, you know. So it was purposeful. It was to destroy the black family. I think that was part of it, you know, honestly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
hit
did
the
videos.
likes.
I actually did
We got
videos. I did
82
like
people.
Go ahead.
One second. We got 82 people in here. 69 likes. Let's get the likes up. Oh, that's right. We got 69 and 1/4 likes. Because somebody hit the thumbs down. That's good. 69 and
Oh
1/4
yeah,
likes.
the thumbs down are good too. If you don't like us, just thumb it down. It actually helps us too. So, but
That's right. 69
I was
and
saying
1/4.
I actually did like 4 videos. I did like 4 videos on Bill Cosby back in the old days, man. And I was like going and I was actually defending him because I thought it was purposeful to destroy the sort of like the good imagery because they just want you to have a lot of bad imagery for uh black people or African Americans, you know. It's just how it is. That's what they want.
Yeah.
You're right. It is worse. I think they actually purposely. It's almost like I don't know what it is, but I feel like they purposely want to hold it even worse. At least over the years from like the 80s, my
Yeah.
lifespan,
Yeah.
I've seen it's. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a lot of negative imagery in all of the Hollywood stuff, and in particular the stuff that they make. A lot of the black comedians do that they don't impose that on others. So like the stuff like wearing a dress, like it's hard to
right.
like that kind of stuff. It's like, dude, it's like so freaking obvious. They're trying to. It's almost like it's like trying to get some dirt on you. Like, let's make you do this, and then we can always refer back to when you put a dress on. It's like, you know,
It's kind of like a ritual or something, you know. It's like weird, you know. Yeah, I think there's some of that too. But I mean, it's gotten to the point now where they're just basically trying to, you know, completely change society and make it worse, you know, in every respect across the board now, you know.
All right. Well, here, I think I have. No, I played all the rest of my videos. Do you have anything else you want to touch on?
No, I mean, not really. Let's see what else. Not really, man. I was going to mention about the Steve Harvey. I thought it was kind of funny because rumors, you know, YouTube, of course, they put all these rules on YouTube, and we're trying to make YouTube really good and make sure the truth gets out there. We don't want false information to get out there. I mean, all the viral videos are just complete garbage. You know what I mean? It's like hilarious. Like there's all these rumors that get spread. It's like the tabloids. Like YouTube has become the tabloids, and you'll get like millions of views. And YouTube doesn't care. Like there's entire channels dedicated to Elon Musk that just make up stuff nonstop. Like Elon Musk is going to Mars. Elon Musk is going to go to Venus. You know, and then, like they'll get millions of views. Yeah. And then like these Steve Harvey or Oprah, though you see these videos with millions of views. Steve Harvey's getting a divorce. I don't even think he's going to get a divorce. I think it's all fake, from what I understand. But like these videos will get millions of views on YouTube. YouTube literally doesn't care at all. It's all completely false information. They only care when you talk about something they care about. If it's something they don't care about, you can say Elon Musk is growing unicorns in his backyard, and they're okay with it. You know what I mean? That's how YouTube is. That's what really annoys me about YouTube is that you can't, if you try to put real information out there, they like try to stop you if you're talking about something they don't like. But if you say Elon Musk is growing unicorns on Mars, totally fine. Give it millions of views. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And Steve Harvey as well.
Somebody just put in here because I was talking about BET. They said they're asking Lucinda Brashear saying, "What if there was an all white only channel?" It's like folks don't that's a I'm sorry, that's one of those black and white argument.
There is something interesting. Notice there is a lot of who really owns some of this stuff. It's not necessarily white people. Sometimes it's people of a certain particular country over in another area. Right. If you know what I'm saying. The unnamed people. The unnamed people, of course. What's that?
Yeah. Small hats.
Okay. Yeah, so but they always get confused with white people. Yeah. So they look white, so
Yahoo, Yahoo boys. The Yahoo boys.
I guess there's even a website called Yahoo. I mean,
yeah, Yahoo Boys.
And that's where we get Yahuwah from. That means God. Yahuwah, right? That's where it comes from. Yahoo.
Yahoo Boys. Anyhow, all right. Well, I think that's going to be our time for today. Thanks, folks, for coming through and for all the super chats. Y'all came through. Usually, y'all don't super chat on this show, but we had a bunch of folks really show and support. And we really appreciate that support. It really helps. And that's our time for this evening. We'll be back next week. We'll be back a little earlier though, more like 10:30, not like 11:15
late at night.
So we'll see you next week. Be well, be good to yourself and others. That's our time. See you later. Bye.
See you.